Week 4, warm up and mobility. This is gonna be our most important week we've had so far as warm up goes, because we need to make sure that we're ready to go into this heart rate wise. This is gonna be a quick, sprinty workout, and our heart rate is gonna be really important. So we wanna get that adaptation going in the warm up, okay? 3 rounds, we're gonna go 10 cal bike, assault bike, bike erg, whatever you have is fine. 5 snatches with the empty bar, so 45, 35, and 5 bar facing burpees. Now, what we're trying to accomplish with this, sprint that bike. I want your heart rate elevated on this. Know what it feels like, know what it's gonna feel like in the workout. 5 snatches, all about technique here. Figure out where we're gonna hit into our body, where we're gonna be locking out, where we're gonna relax our hands. Same thing on the burpees. You need to know exactly what you're gonna be doing on this so you can shut your brain off once the time comes in the workout, where your hands need to go, where you're gonna be stepping up, things like that. Remember, these are not for time rounds, so if you need to take rests in between and think about what you're doing, that's fine. I just need to make sure that your heart rate gets elevated on this. Once we are done with those and you're feeling good, it's time to recover, bring that heart rate back down a little bit. Bar muscle up work, okay? Now, this is gonna be totally different for everybody. Whether you're getting your first bar muscle up, or if you're a veteran on our programming, you know how you warm up for these, okay? So do what you need to do, kip swings, everything like that, and we're gonna add in the mobility as well. Link this next, but we're gonna be a banded lat stretch, thoracic extension with a bench, and banded hamstring stretch. This should get you more than ready to go. And like I said before, make sure after all this, we do go to a comfortable place with our heart rate before we get started. Mobility drill 1, we're gonna go with that banded lat pull, okay? Green band up on the rig. This is gonna get us into a spot where we can break up that lat tension, make sure that we're moving well while we're kipping, getting ready for those bar muscle ups. Hand through the band. We're gonna pull that thing out to tension, okay? So step back with that same leg. Let that band pull you into extension every time. We're gonna go back and forth with that one, pulling with a straight arm. On all these mobility drills like we've been doing, we're gonna go 3 rounds on this one, a minute on each arm. Mobility drill 2, we've got that banded hamstring stretch. This should look familiar from 19.2 as we've hit it already, but we're gonna go ahead and do this one again. Remember, put this one at about hip height. We're gonna go leg in the band, put that thing right in the top of our hip. Pull out to tension, make sure we have good traction on our hip, and we're gonna go with a straight leg all the way down to our hamstring, okay? We're gonna floss back and forth. I want 15 reps on each leg. Drill 3, we've got that thoracic extension using our bench here. It's gonna be really important when it comes to our kipping movements and the bar muscle ups later on in the workout. Make sure our shoulders and upper back are ready to go. For this, you're gonna go elbows on the bench, head through. We're gonna go 45 seconds on this one. Every 10 seconds, I want you to release and try to go deeper into the stretch, breathing deeply through the whole thing, and it'll look like this. Welcome back, guys. Coach Nick here, OC3 Programming. Thanks for tuning in. We're back with another week tips and strategies video. This week we've got 19.4. Okay, we've got the workout posted up over here. Remember to check out all your standards and everything on that on the game site, just so you're ready to go. Couple things on this one. We've got a new style of workout here. We got a 3-minute rest built into our workout with another movement coming with the bar muscle ups later on in our second 3-rounder, okay? So we've got a couple different ways we can go about this. If you've been on our programming for any amount of time, we do these kind of workouts all the time, interval type workouts, rest in between. You're more than prepared to handle this thing, but we've got some ideas for you to help you maximize your results and go into this thing ready to rock. Number 1, heart rate prep and warm up. We talked about this before when we talked about the warm up and mobility. You gotta make sure you get your heart rate up in the warm up. Have to, okay? We've all been there before where we jump right into a class workout or jump right into programming, might be late on time, and our heart rate skyrockets. The minute we start the workout, we're done for. We hit that wall, there's no coming back from that thing, right? Open workout, we've only got a couple cracks to this thing, so get it right the first time. Give yourself the best possible scenario to get a good score on this one. During that heart rate prep, make sure that after you do that, after we go through that warm up, after we prep our body for everything that we need to do movement wise, we do bring it back down though, okay? Make sure that before we start that workout, we're at a pretty baseline level of heart rate, getting ready to go into the workout. Let's talk movement efficiency. This is going to be huge in this workout, okay? There's not a lot of high skill in the first 3 rounds, so we got to make sure we're moving well, breathing, making sure our body's doing what it needs to do to give us the best possible scenario to move into the next 3 rounds. You watch those guys today in the live announcement, and a few of them were muscle snatching those first reps. We're not going to suggest that, okay? It may be light, it may seem like it's really easy at the beginning, but it's only going to get worse on your grip as you go along into those bar muscle ups, okay? Big thing on this one, you got to use body contact on your snatches. Open your hands at the top, okay? The more you can relax your hands at the top, the better your grip's going to be in the long run. And if you're not using a hook grip, you got to start on this one, okay? It's going to save your grip, really set you up nicely going into that next one. Another thing, if you heard and you read on the movement standards, our burpee standard has changed back to the old standard, so you can step up and step back. We're gonna recommend that to everyone, okay? It's gonna keep you lower on the ground, keep you closer to the bar on the other side, and it should be a little better for you as far as keeping your heart rate down while you do those burpees. Later on, if you're going fast and you're in that very last round, go for it. Whatever goes, you'll be fine getting over the bar on that one. But moving forward into the beginning, make sure that we're moving efficiently and we're stepping up those burpees just to get over the best that we can, okay? Managing fatigue is going to be another one. This has come up, I think, in every open workout that we've talked about this year, and it's going to be a lot like the toes to bar in a couple weeks ago that we saw, okay? Grip will be a factor here, no matter what. The snatches are going to get our grip, and then going into those bar muscle ups is going to get our grip as well. We do have that rest in between, so we want to think about during that rest, moving around. Don't let that blood pool up, that lactic acid. You got to move your hands around a little bit, even though you're tired, okay? Walk around, make sure you're ready to go into those next 3 rounds. A big thing on this is going to be your bar muscle ups. We got to know ourselves on this. No matter where your ability is on this, you got to break those up in the beginning, okay? At least the first round. We even saw at the end of the live announcement, those guys had to break up their rounds toward the end. They're the best in the world. Make sure that you set yourself up for success and you're not going to have any misses going on in the later rounds or having to go to singles, okay? So make sure we break that first set of bar muscle ups, maybe even the next one, and then you should be in a good place going to that last round with whatever you have left, okay? Same with the bar facing burpees. You got to pace them in the first 3 rounds. You still got to hit that red line wall. You got to be close, ride the line a little bit, because this is going to be really quick to give us that 3-minute rest. But we got to make sure we're going into the second 3 rounds ready to go on those burpees, and that we should be able to sprint them at the very end, okay? Like I said, on this pace, you should be riding that line a little bit, okay? Not totally redlining, but you should be close, especially on the first part, because those are going to be really quick movements, all right? Fast movement cycle time. Breathe and try to stick at a pace that's a little uncomfortable, but know you can hang on for the next 3 rounds. You gotta go, okay? Especially on those burpees at the very end. Like I said, it's going to be uncomfortable, but you're more than well prepared for this workout, and you're more than well prepared to handle whatever's gonna come at you on those bar muscle ups. Whether you have to break them up late, whether you have to break them up early, you're good to go. Hit that last set of burpees as fast as you can. That's where the heart comes out, okay? That's where you gotta know how bad you want it and how you want that score, okay? So, this is gonna set you guys up really well. This first test through your workout should be a pretty good one for you. See where you're at, test different strategies. Remember, let us know if you have any questions. We're always here to help. We want to hear how you guys did on your first go through, so shoot us an email, drop us a comment. We thank you guys for watching. It's been a great open so far. Stick with it, and good luck on this one.